Hello everyone, how are we doing, and welcome along to another Saturday session. I hope you are all well. We are back with the confidently incorrect subreddit. We love these, and we're going to have a look through some of the funny ones and see how confidently incorrect people are at the moment. So let's go. Are you a scientist? No one except scientists uses Celsius. Everyone in the world uses Fahrenheit. Everyone in the UK uses Celsius. 0 out of 10 rage bait. Get good. That is true. Pretty much everyone in the world uses Celsius. Whale shark is the biggest fish in the world, I believe. Not a shark. It's the largest fish and also the largest shark. Sharks are fish. Sharks are 100% not fish. Sharks are aquatic mammals. Fish lay eggs. Sharks birth live offspring. Mammals are warm-blooded vertebrates, meaning they have a backbone. Have fur or hair, give live birth and provide milk to their young. Some sharks give live birth while others blah blah blah. Honestly, the confidence without that person, this is why this is funny. Sharks are 100% not fish. It's that confidence that is the funny part of it. Love it. If your children attend a public school, you fail as a parent. Looking at your grammar, your parents failed you. That's your parents failed you. The people that mix up yours and then confidently try and explain that it's wrong when it's not wrong. Brilliant. But Earth is only 2025 years old. Nah, it's 7.5 billion years old. Then why is the year 2025 and not 7.5 billion? Well, obviously they're both wrong here. It's 4.5 billion, but yeah. Very common misconception there. That people think that the Earth is only 2025 years old just because of the year. My word. The majority didn't vote. You were successful with your disinformation campaign, aided by our foreign adversaries. You're a dedicated and fanatical minority that is scared of reality, but a minority nonetheless. The majority didn't vote. Well, that's just not true. Turnout was between 64 and 65%, depending on the source. The majority of eligible voters did vote. 32% Dem, 33% Republican, 35% no vote. A majority didn't vote. My word. This chart doesn't show that parents are spending less than 1 hour per day with children. It shows that 85-year-olds are spending less than 1 hour a day with children. So the original thing said, this is America's core problem. It's not money, it is not education, it is not jobs, it's parenting. Time spent with children is below an hour per day. Nothing worthwhile is achieved with so little effort. Why are they saying that? When obviously, as the kids get older, they spend more time with their children. No. Hang on. Oh, it's 15. It's from 15. Sorry, I thought it was from 0. So from 15 years old, it goes up again to about 30s and then down again to 50s, obviously because those parents are dying. But this person up here has corrected this absolutely ridiculous statement that they're just saying that any parent spends less than an hour per day with their child. How they got that from this graph is beyond me. That wasn't a fox, that was a coyote, and it will eat the cat. I didn't know they had coyotes in London. Girl, delete this, that's a fox. Coyotes don't live in Europe. No, it's not a fox, Marie. It may well be a coyote, Marie. Okay, I guess London is in America now. My bad. From someone who's lived in England all his life and has been to London several times, I can tell you there are no coyotes in England. It's a German one, not an Austrian. Austrian is in Germany. I love the geography ones. 2016 reg plate. Painting roundabouts wasn't a thing then. AI at its lefty worst. You do understand that some number plates get used for more than a year, right? Yep, but not many cars have number plates before the year they relate to. You do understand that, right? Right. In case not, painting roundabouts with a George Cross is a 2025 thing, yes? So in 2016 it wasn't happening. Yet in this stupid AI clip, the car has a 2016 plate. You do understand this now, don't you? There are a lot of cars with 2016 number plates on the road in 2025. How is that person not understanding that? You buy a car in 2016, you have it for 9 years, therefore you have that car whilst you're painting a stupid cross on a blimmin' roundabout. How are they not understanding that? Sorry, that was all filmed in California. As he said, how did a cameraman film the landing if Neil was the first to touch the moon? The camera would have had to be there already. There is no wind on the moon, only solar wind, which is not wind. Why was a flag flying in high rate of wind? No gravity on the moon. Why did the rocks keep falling back to the moon when thrown? Last and most important, why was a cable hooked to the back of the suit? And what was it attacked to when it was walking, bouncing across the moon? Watch the video again and look, you will see the cable. It was nothing more than a Hollywood stunt, so we could say we were the first to the moon, and truth be told, we weren't. Yes, I have inside info from family members that worked on the set. It was all propaganda to make everyone believe we were there first, and as I said, it never happened. I just love watching the flag wave in the air when there's no wind. I laugh every time I see it. No gravity on the moon? Who says there's no gravity on the moon? Google is a wonderful thing. You should try it sometime on matters you know nothing about. Loads to unpack there. So we know the flag isn't flying. It's disturbed in the soil, and the fact there's no air means it waves for longer. There's obviously gravity on the moon, and the cable's hooked. So the antennas on the pack, when the light catches them, they look like sort of long wires, but they are antennas. So they sort of cut off at one point because they don't keep going. It is funny how they keep going on with this. It really is. Henry IV, King of France, was playing with his children on all fours. This is one of the most brutal, most bloodthirsty, call my wife abusing kings of all time. It's a shame that you haven't picked up a book about this. I can't even imagine not knowing that Henry VIII killed, raped and abused all of his wives. Shaking my head. The one on the painting is Henry IV, not Henry VIII. Not great on the Roman numerals there. I changed my clock to alphabetical time. Okay. Alphabetical. So 1 equals 8 with the E. 2 equals 11, 11. 3 equals 5, 5. 4 equals 4. 9. 1, 2. Okay. Alphabetical equals A, B, C, D, E. Not E, E, F, F, N, O. What? Yeah. It's still alphabetical. There's just no A's to put in there. My word. That really is confidently incorrect. A cloud can weigh 500 to 1,000 tons. Just search, how does a cloud weight? It's literally smoke. How does it weigh something, little bro? It's not smoke, it's water. Okay, well, water still doesn't weigh anything when it's just floating. Oh dear, brilliant. Why does the dust fall back down? Gravity? No gravity on the moon. Why do people think that? Very odd. If wireless PCs existed, we could literally take them anywhere and use them to be more productive than having to plug it into a socket all the time. You mean a laptop? I think I said PCs very clearly. Oh dear, that's a good one. Orcas aren't deadly to us, and they're not animals, they're mammals. There's never been a recorded death from an orca in the wild. Look up the word animal and get back to us. Orcas are mammals. Mammals are a type of animal. Hope that helped. Oh dear, these people. Amazing. Little plastic molecules. You'll do realise a sponge isn't any betters. Maybe they meant a real sponge, not a plastic sponge. You do realise all sponges are made out of tiny plastic fibres. And all the laughing emojis. I actually walked past many real sponges in Athens at the weekend in the shops. So yeah, they do exist in nature. 1.5 terabytes of RAM. Bro, if you don't know the difference between memory and storage, you probably should not be making videos on anything related to computer hardware. Lol. You've embarrassed yourself a bit there, mate. 1.5 terabytes of RAM is correct. Now, I don't know a huge amount on computers, but I do believe that 1.5 terabytes of RAM is pretty much ridiculous. I think that's ridiculous. 1.5 terabytes of storage, though, is perfectly reasonable. Yeah, brilliant. You've embarrassed yourself a bit there, mate. Nobody wants to say the truth. This is a stretch between Argentina and Antarctica. Can easily be swum back and forth. Plus airstrip and Antarctica, second photo. What are they dropping there? That gap is 631 miles. I don't think you are swimming that, lol. Hi, if you read through the comments and open your mind, there are many people in here who have and did. Easy to hide the truth of the airstrip. Now, I'm not saying that you can't swim 631 miles. You probably could. People have swum across oceans before. But I wouldn't say you can easily swim it. This is the Southern Ocean. It's one of the most dangerous oceans in the world. It could be possible, but it is not easily swum. That is for sure. Another geography one. It should be my ancestry as a European. She's from America though, and that's in Europe. Brilliant. Estimate the heart rate when temperature is 19.7 degrees C. 0 beats per minute. Internal body temperature of 19.7 Celsius would be an average heart rate. That is near the proper internal body temp. Now, this is where we're mixing up Fahrenheit and Celsius. 98.7 Fahrenheit is a pretty average temperature. But yes, if your heart rate was near 98 if your body temperature was at 98.7 degrees C, your heart rate would be 0 beats per minute. This guy, brilliant. Well, there we go. Another episode of Confidently Incorrect. I do hope you enjoyed that. If you did, please do subscribe to the channel and hit the thumbs up button too. And I'll see you tomorrow where the fittest flat earther is back, this time banging on about dinosaurs. See you then.